With S-line of full-frame cameras, Lumix have started something. It's like a society, special membership of photographers and filmmakers who want to stand out and who don't want to belong to your Sony, Nikon and Canon mainstream fan clubs. Every Lumix S camera user, including me, S5 owner, will tell you how great these cameras are. And today, we have a new Lumix full-frame lens to talk about. This is a fourth lens in S-line of lenses lineup. 85mm came out already a year ago, then 50mm and 24, and now this. The final one that a lot of photographers have been waiting for, 35mm f1.8. In this video I'll talk about its performance, of course, the most important thing. I'm gonna talk about how identical it is to the other three, it is, about its value for money, and in the end I'll give you my honest and completely unbiased opinion about it and hopefully help you decide if this is the lens for you. So don't skip, I'll try to keep it as short as possible, and if everything else fails, I'll hopefully entertain you with just samples taken with this lens. Okay, let's do this. I really liked all previous lenses in this lineup. I actually own the 50mm and I use it regularly for photography and video work, but I must say that until now I was never a huge fan of 35mm lenses, but there is something special about this one that makes me think that maybe my opinion about 35mm lenses was completely wrong. Before I started shooting with it, I strongly believe that it is just identical lens to other three. But this seems like it has improved optical performance. No need to mention that this lens is ultra sharp. That's literally given. But it also delivers really nice character, slightly swirly bokeh, and what's really surprising, almost zero, if not actually zero, chromatic aberration. There's no bulging or vignetting, even wide open. All very rarely seen with lenses like this. This is all above standard here. A lens that is a portrait lens, but at the same time it isn't. It's a focal length that can, and it does, keep giving. 35mm is considered as a natural angle of view, which gives it that universal appeal. The minimum focusing is only 24 cm, making it a superb, versatile lens for not only landscape and portrait, but also close-up, macro-like photography. Panasonic also claims that this lens features new focusing mechanism to suppress focus breathing when recording video, same as with other three. And for all of you who do actually care about it, there's no focus breathing visible. Maybe just a tiny little bit, microscopic. The focus breathing is when changing your focus from an object close to you to something further away. It appears like the lens is zooming in and out a bit. This is really under control here. Very good, in fact. Autofocus when filming is really working well with this lens. With all previous three lenses in their lineup, I had mixed results with it, very good, but with occasional hiccups. This is somehow entirely different. I literally couldn't see this Lumix signature background pulsing when using continuous focusing in video with it. Absolutely rock solid, handheld or even on the gimbal. I don't really know what is different about this lens. If there is optical or mechanical improvements on how it was made, something new with its firmware, or is it just simply this focal length that works so well on my S5? Not that the other three in the set don't work well, they do, but this somehow feels better, well, feels and looks a bit more reliable in my opinion. Autofocus does. In so many ways, it is a lens that it is very hard to find anything wrong with. I can't find anything wrong with it, really. Built, as I've mentioned earlier, it is an identical externally to the other three. They all look exactly the same, but they have slightly different weight. This one is the lightest, weighing only 295 grams. Although they all are different weight, they all have the same center of gravity, making it possible to use on a gimbal without rebalancing when changing lenses. Also, I am being told. I'm actually curious if this is true. Has anyone tried doing it? If you have, let me know if this works in the comments below. This lens has got only one switch, the standard focus on and off switch. Focus by wire, so the speed focus changes is dependent on the velocity of you turning that focusing ring. But that can be set to linear via the camera, so the lens behaves in old school manner and focus changes are predictable and consistent. Same filter thread of 67mm, so you can share filters between these lenses. The construction is standard, tough plastic, no frills there, but it feels well made. Value for money, this lens will be retailing for £579 here in UK. I don't have the US price at the time of filming this, but comparing it to the other three, it will be somewhere in the same ballpark in US dollars. This puts it in a very close competition with Sigma 35mm f2 DGDN lens, which is great in its own right, but it's not as good as this. And that really makes it great value for money. That's superb performance, and the fact that if you already own or planning to buy any of the other three, this is the 35mm to have. Conclusion, I am not gonna lie, this one is one of, if not my favorite 35mm of all time. It's just the right size, lightweight, and it delivers results that are just outstanding in every way. 35mm is a great focal length, as it's not too wide, you don't get that wide angle feel at all with it, but wide enough for shooting wide, if that makes sense, and much wider than the standard 50mm, giving you that versatility to shoot more landscape or interiors with it, or just shooting anything in a smaller, tighter spaces where there would be no way to use 85mm or 50mm lenses. It's a great portrait focal range too, and one that could be great as just one lens, one prime lens to use for pretty much everything in everyday situations, or when traveling, when you don't want to carry more lenses with you, more than one. I love the bokeh this produces and the very close focusing distance, making it a good choice for close-up photography too. It is a part of the set of 4 matching lenses, making it superb choice for filmmakers who need that common build with the same filter thread on all of them. I can't fault it. There's literally nothing wrong with it, and it is way above, performance-wise, way above many lenses that are much more expensive than this. Would I buy it? Hell yeah, I'm loving it. Can you not tell? And this is it from me. I must say a massive thanks to UK Digital and Panasonic UK for lending me this lens for this review. However, they did not ask me or paid me to say anything specific about it. I was not paid to like it. I do like it because it's a great lens. That's it. If you like this review and this kind of lens camera talk, which I post on this channel weekly, then you know what the drill is. I don't need to tell you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. I don't really know what it is different about this lens. This lens has got only one switch. This is value for money now, isn't it? 35mm is a great... Would I buy it? Hell yeah, I'm loving it. And this is it from me. Would I buy it? No need to mention that this is... No need to mention that this is... No need to mention...